Giant viewers, yesterday, that is 1st June 2025, a major development is taking place between Russia and Ukraine war, a turning point. Yesterday night, somewhere at about 12:30 or so, when the whole world was awakened, they came to know that it's a massive drone attack, which has a combination of both, by using them from Ukraine and also by sabotage, carrying them in trucks, which was positioned deep inside in Russia, and then it was so coordinated that all four air bases, which is strategic air bases, and one naval, the command naval base, that has been struck by Ukraine. This movement can, the people are talking that it is the Pearl Harbor movement of Second World War, when Japanese carried out the massive attack and destroyed number of aircraft, more than 300 aircrafts in Pearl Harbor in United States of America, and then United States of America joined the war, and we all know that how it got concluded when they bombed and dropped the bomb in Hiroshima and Nagasaki, and then the Second World War came to the end. This moment, they are saying that more or less it is like that. Let's catch up that what they did it on their what the Ukrainians are claiming. Zelensky is claiming that more than 170 odd drones they have used. These drones were also smuggled inside in Russian territory by SBU, their intelligence agency. SBU has, the people are operating. There are people who are fifth column inside the Russia. They have been used, and in a coordinated way, in a spread which is there more than 4,500 kilometers deep inside in Russia. They have done it. We will conclude when we will come to know that in this 4 years and 4 months, the war between Russia and Ukraine, there are a number of moments has come, and how this is the deadliest, and how it can be a turning point in the whole thing which is happening especially in transatlantic area. Geostrategically it may shift, it may be a bigger thing like World War III. It can maybe a knock on that. Let's see on the map. I'll just like to explain you. Right, let's see on the map. This is Delhi. If you say this is Delhi, this is Moscow, see the distance. See the distance. Similarly, see this distance. If you see, it is more than that if you come down. See what they have, Ukrainians have done it. In Belia, this is air base. This is Siberia area. This is just north of Mongolia. They have hit a air base. This is the strategic air base of Russian air space forces, command, where I think TEU series, these are the bombers 95M, T-22M3, T-160, T-134, and 26, and large number of aircrafts are kept. These are Siberian, and this is strategically, they keep it basically for the Indo-Pacific. These assets has rarely been used in Ukraine war. Similarly, if you see Delhi, this is the Kola Peninsula, this is Kola Peninsula, and this is the northernmost their command is there, and it is a naval command, and basically it is for the Arctic region, for this region, this area here also it has been hit. Then the cluster of approximately 3, which is there in Moscow area, Moscow, Inavo, this is the area in our, and this is Moscow. This, when you say Voronezh, it is nearby Ukraine. Voronezh will say Kursk is here, and then Region. This is the training air base where number of trainers are there, and there are other strategic like refuelers, and this very nearby. It has been also used for the Ukraine war. So this cluster is nearby to Ukraine. See what is surprising, you see the spread here, that they have able to infiltrate, and this has gone, especially here they are saying that it has gone in trucks, and these trucks, on the top of it, it was modified, they have used it, drones were over there, and they have just opened the rooftop of these, and then this drone has been used from a very close range from here, and very accurately they have been used. The satellite, what I have carried out from last night, very deep analysis of this area and Kola Peninsula, it says that about 5 to 6 I can make out, where, and the pictures are also coming of this satellite. Of their strategic bombers has been hit. Here also 4, 5. So Russia has also accepted it. Russia says that 5, their air bases has been hit, and one naval base. So it is in confirmation of that. Zelensky has also come up. Zelensky is claiming that he planned this operation spider web for last 1.5 years, and at what particular time they have just pulled it off. When a very important time. See, today I think the Russians and the Ukrainians are meeting in Turkey, Istanbul, for the second round of peace talk and the ceasefire, which they want to discuss. At this time, it has been pulled off one night, just night prior to this. Before that, in the first round, when it was going on in Turkey, it is Russians carried out a massive attack, and they launched attack. If you see here in this area, this is Kharkiv, this Kursk. Kursk was the in 2024 in August 6th, when Modi was here in Kyiv. That is the time they carried out a deep strike and occupied Russian territory. The Kursk, they have taken 1,300 from 1,300 kilometers deep inside this area, which Russia has repulsed. Now they are going for Sumy. Sumy is here, and Kharkiv is here. Probably they are targeting to reach, in Dnipro. I think this is the Russian plan. I feel that Russian will carry on for next 4, 5 months. This is my assessment says, and Belarus also. From Belarus, they will put a thrust. What they did it in the beginning of 2022 when they started their offensive, when they called it a military operation, special military operations, and they reached more or less Kyiv. This time also, I feel at some late, within 15, 20 days, 1 month or 2 months, you'll find that this thrust is also coming from there. Okay, let's see this also deeply on other map. I would like to explain it there. It will give you what are the pictures and how this air bases are. Just let's see the other perspective on the other map. See, this is Belaya, this is Moscow, this is Ukraine. How deep inside they have hit, and you can see the satellite imagery of that. How many number of aircraft, because it's so far that it has not been used in the Ukraine war, because generally this is in Siberia where they use this asset for basically for Indo-Pacific and things like that. And the second important thing which I want to explain it to you, Olaya. This is the peninsula, Kola Peninsula, famous, and this is the asset you can see. This has been hit here, Olaya. This has been hit here, and this is also by drone. They have smuggled the drone, or they have sent the drones over there. SBU of the intelligence forces they have sent, and at the last moment, so coordinated, when these were attacked from the drones which has gone from Ukraine. So probably here what he is talking about, that 175 odd drones has been used to hit these 3 targets. Out of that, this I explained it. This is the training area, and these are the special aerospace forces strategic bases, which is there basically for the transatlantic operations, especially in the Europe, Eastern Europe and the Western Europe. Right, viewers. What we have seen and what I try to explain it to you, that there are a number of movements have come in the Russia-Ukraine war. We have seen in Nord Stream, when Stream was attacked by the Ukrainians, and it has come out after the investigation that they were totally involved in it. It is the pipeline which was going to Germany. They destroyed it, in the beginning of war, after 2-3 months of war in 2022. Thereafter, they have drawn in. This happened in Baltic Sea area, and what is they did it thereafter. Moscow, Russians were very proud of that. That was drawn into the Black Sea area. And then Kerch Bridge, which was attacked again near, joining Russian, the complete area territorially through to Crimea, the Crimean Peninsula. The Kerch Bridge was attacked, and Putin was very much, he was proud of that, and that was hit, And then we have seen a number of times the Black Sea area it was attacked, and then uh, August 2024, I think, they became very bold, and they attacked the Russian territory inside and Kursk area, and they have taken in the blitzkrieg, in the swift operations in August 2024. They have taken more than about initially 1,500 kilometers odd, and which the Russians were able to take it back, and they have employed also the North Korean troops to take it back, the complete area. Major devastation of Ukraine has taken place. And then this operation Spider Web, which is 2025, when there is a talk is going on between Russia and Ukraine for the prolonged total ceasefire. Ukraine is of the view, it talks about it, but at the same time Zelensky wants to escalate it, and I think he has got a backing of United States of America and the NATO countries, especially into the European bloc. They have got the complete, because therefore yesterday even the new Chancellor of Germany, he is allowed to they can use the German weapons. They Taurus missile system, they say they can use it 500 kilometers maximum range, they can use it inside the. So things are not the way everyone talks about peace, but no one is interested in peace. That is the clarity. It may lead to a greater conflict, and it may be a moment soon the world can witness, which will something like a Second World War, and you will have a Third World War, not exactly in those sense, two blocks fighting each other, but somehow it is just getting into somewhere in a new form. And there is a chances of nuclear escalations which can take place, because if the Putin is put too much towards the war, then it may retaliate with that. Anything can be miscalculations, and this can be a very, very big escalation, and can be a escalation. It can go to any length. Total annihilation of Ukraine, total capture of Ukraine, because I believe the way the operations Russians are doing towards the Sumy and toward the Kharkiv, and reaching right, they may reach to the line of Dnipro River, and then they are talking about Odessa, they are talking about Kiev. They can also start what they did in 22 from coming from the north, from Belarus. And Russians have got the capability, they have got a force, they are not employed. Earlier they were talking about special military operations, but they can go all out. And only thing they who will suffer is the Ukrainians, other will have their strategic gain.